What's going on, guys? Today is day 628 of my Suffering Journey. Yesterday I said it was 628 because it technically was, because I uploaded way this or I was recording way this morning, like just a little bit after midnight. But I counted it as 627 so I could make a video today, or like later today. I mean, so today was a pretty good day, I would say. I started off journaling quite a bit, and then later in the day, I kind of just started watching YouTube. But instead of I tried to watch more like book stuff. I mean, it's probably not as good as like just reading. Instead of like just watching whatever, like RuneScape or Minecraft or oh my goodness, like just whatever. So yeah, I did not play any video games today or any of that. I wanted to, but I didn't. Yeah. But today, I got my laptop, my school laptop. So that'll obviously be used for my fourth book, as well, and obviously schoolwork. So yeah, that'd be nice. Other than that, I kind of want to talk about my books, which is like what I've always done, but I want to talk about like what my books are actually about, okay? It's like, I don't really do that. So, my fourth book here. My fourth book, I have this outlined, so it's 2024 to 2025. This is literally it. This is the entire outline that I have. It's smaller than the third book outline. But there's a lot. There is a lot. It's a more complicated in a way than the third book outline, because the third book is literally just like part 1, part 2, part 3, and then the book's done. This, there's prologue, there's part 1, and then there's interlude part 2, interlude part 3, interlude part 4, and the resolution. And the prologue will, obviously take place before part 1, but the resolution will probably maybe be like just an epilogue, or it might just be a part of part 4. I don't know. But basically, so the prologue, Ellie's past. Ellie is this like magical character, this a woman. So I might not be the best at writing that, because I'm not a woman, but it'll be kind of like the beginning, like the beginning history of Valoris, which is the planet where the giants were, or like where giants were made, and they were made by Ellie and Vwain. They also have different names. Ellie is called the Faded, and Vwain is called the Mist. They're like magical like beings. And part 1 takes place like right after book 1. So this will be with Tom and Marcus. I didn't actually think I was gonna be writing Marcus's perspective, but I think it'll be good to write from his perspective. But I knew I was gonna write from Tom's perspective. Tom is going to the Valorian camp, and him and Marcus are in the entire camp. They're gonna start preparing for the war that'll be happening, because Anslato, in the end of book 1, there was a fight. There was a war, not a war, but like a fight. Battle of Vancouver is in Vancouver, and Liam, one of the main characters, he punched Anslato halfway to oblivion. If it was all the way to oblivion, Anslato just wouldn't have been able to come back, but It's only halfway. So Ancelotto's coming back. And it's gonna be about a month. He actually comes back on May 26th, and it's like maybe like April 30th, and this is in 2017. Because we don't like COVID. No. We like times before COVID. So, yeah. Basically, they'll just kind of get ready and stuff, like, and prepare. And Tom's also gonna be doing like quests or something. I don't know, honestly. Like, I literally don't know what that's gonna be about. This is like the only outline, and I'm fine with that. It's just gonna be a little bit of thinking, obviously. But usually, when I get to that part, like, ideas just start going in my head, and they just start coming. And then the interlude, this is Ellie again, Voyne, or the Mist, like I said, and then Ancelotto. Ancelotto is the antagonist. So it would be all in the past, is the plan at least. Ellie, it would be more of her past, and then Voyne, more of his past, and they meet, and kind of like how Valorous is made. That's kind of what I'll start explaining and stuff like that, and how the magic was made and created, and stuff like that. And then it'll be also Ancelotto's backstory during the interludes, so you kind of like know where he's coming from and why he's actually like a bad guy, you know, why he is the antagonist and why he's doing the things he's doing. You know, you might not figure that all out in the first interlude, probably not till the third interlude, which is fine. Part two is Liam, Sandra, and Jack. And then I might also add Ifmar, which is a giant. Liam, Sandra, and Jack, they're humans. Tom is a human. Marcus is a giant. Marcus is a giant. Tom's a human. Islato's a giant. Voyne, Ellie, they're magical beings, whatever. So, Liam, Sandra, and Jack, basically, this takes place, like, their conversation will take place at the end. So, it'll take place at Liam's graduation. This is where the part two will start, at Liam's graduation, which is at the end of the second book and the end of the third book. And Liam, so during part two, my idea is that during like the second book and the third book timeline, Liam isn't in those two books, but basically, well, he's in the second one, but only a little bit. But he's like off doing his own thing, so during part two of the fourth book, I'll probably describe some of that. He's training, like training with a giant named Richard. And yeah, so I'll probably like, you know, describe some of that during part two. But basically they'll be stuck on Earth, so they're all on Earth right now. And Jack and Ifmar just got back from Valorous at the end of the third book, and Sandra just got done traveling from California all the way back to Minnesota, where Liam is, so at his school for his graduation. So it like all comes together, and it's gonna be really cool. But basically they'll be stuck on Earth, and they're trying to get to Valorous, but then by the end of part two, they will get to Valorous. Then we got the interlude. Next interlude, Ellie, Voyne, and Ancelotto, just more of like their past and stuff, more of like history and like, you know, stuff like that. I'm gonna try not to like info dump too much, which is just like dumping a buttload of information that like might be good information, but like obviously you don't want to make it seem like you're reading from a textbook. So yeah. And part three, we got Tom, Lily, and Sophia. So Lily is a special character that literally I made like right at the end of the third book. Like I didn't know she was even gonna be a character until like just an hour, not even like 30 minutes before I finished my third book. Lily is the first girl giant to ever exist. So yeah. Something's and then Sophia is a girl who was basically kidnapped by Ancelotti. She's a human, and Lily's a giant, like, obviously. Ancelotti kidnapped Sophia, wherever Sophia's name is, right here, Sophia, in his hut, and Jack and Eifmar found Sophia in Ancelotti's hut. That's a lot of characters' names. They found Sophia in Ancelotti's hut, like in the beginning of the third book, and basically Sophia is like really skinny and she was about to die and stuff. But her and Lily, as well as like with Tom maybe, but these two will do something during part 3 or part 4, the climax, that will like, it'll be like a plot twist almost, or something. It'll be like very big, something very important. I don't know what though. Like, I'm not like saying like very big, very important to like hide something. Like, I really don't know what they're gonna do. But by the time I get to that part, I'll probably know what they're gonna do. If I don't, that's fine. I'll just, make something up. Imagination, that's the point of writing. Keep it engaging for myself, But Lily, because she's like the first girl giant to ever exist, that's kind of like the plot, almost like a plot twist. There was a plot twist at the end of the third book, and it's kind of so that the fourth book doesn't get too stale, because like it's basically all the same characters that I'm writing about since the first book, and I don't want it to just seem like the same thing over and over again. So yeah, we have the last interlude, and this will be the last like part, so it has to like come to like a good ending or whatever for all the backstories of these three, so Ellie, Flayn, and Ancelotti. So yeah, it'll have to come to like some like some endings, like it would need to be like tied in together and whatever. And part 4, the climax, I literally no clue what characters I'm gonna write about. No clue what's gonna happen exactly during the climax. I just know this is where the fight takes place. There's gonna be like 2 characters that'll probably die. That's what I'm not gonna say though. I'm not gonna say the characters' names. And that's the one thing I won't say, even though I really want to say it right now, but I'm not gonna say it. 2 characters will die, no matter what. 2 characters, they have to die. Otherwise, Ancelotti can't be defeated. Yeah, I don't know if I'll write, like, I don't know what character's perspective I'll write from. I'll figure it out when I get there, basically. Or on the way there, I'll know. And then the resolution, or epilogue, or whatever, it's the end of the book. Close most ends, believe open for the rest of the series if I continue more books in the series. So basically what my plan kind of was or is, I don't know if it will be still, but basically Valoris and Earth are 2 of the 10 planets that are all in this series together. So it's like a universe kind of where there's 10 different planets. Earth and Valoris are 2 of them. Each planet has their like own story, and eventually it'll be not just like fantasy but also like sci-fi, where like they're traveling back and forth and whatever. But in the middle of these 10 planets, there's a mosquito. No. Oh, dude. Oh my goodness, let's go. I got it. See that? I got it. Let's go. Freaking hate this dumb crap. Anyways, what was I saying? The 10 planets. So it's called the 10 planet series, or 10 planet book series right as of now, because I don't know what else to call it. At the end of the 4th book, or during like when I'm writing, if it just doesn't feel right to continue the series after that, that's perfectly fine. But the original plan was to create more books, and it would be kind of like, almost like you could read the 5th book. Like if I did continue more, you could almost like read the 5th book without having to read those first 4 books. It'd be kind of like individual series that all come into one series. There's something like this. I think it's like this. I don't know. It's this big series called Realm of the Elderlings. It's like 13 books long, and it's all filled. Let me like look up a picture of, because there's each individual series. Also, I uploaded like 5 videos of Geometry Dash content today, like earlier today. I'm not like gonna be playing the game. I just wanted to upload those because I just wanted to upload them. So yeah, and I wanted to get them out of my camera roll. So yeah, so this is the Realm of the Elderlings series right here, and there's like whatever 5 different series, all a part of like the big accumulative series. And so that's like what I might do, or what my series would end up being. So yeah, that's like what I was kind of thinking in a way. I have never read those, so I don't know if that's like, if what I'm thinking is actually how that series is or not, but it's whatever. But yeah, that's my 4th book outline. It's kind of weird to talk about my 4th book first instead of like my 1st book or whatever, but I hope this kind of made sense. If you watched all the way through, and if you have any questions, comment down below the question. I can maybe answer for you if it's like not something I don't want to give out, like spoilers, you know, because one day I do want to publish the books. So, but I mean, that's probably not gonna be like a minimum of like probably 5 to 10 years before I like publish the 1st book. And so I doubt anyone would remember any of this for that long, other than myself. Maybe a couple other people, I don't know who, but no one else has read my books like entirely. So yeah, I'm very excited to start my 4th book. Like, I just want to like start it today, you know. It's almost 11 o'clock. I'm gonna be going to bed here. So yeah, tomorrow I have cross country, and then Friday I have my 2nd meet. I'm gonna go for under 27 minutes. There's gonna be hills this time though, but hopefully the course is actually like an actual 3.1 miles instead of like the 3.25 it was on last Saturday. So yeah, but other than that, tomorrow I'm gonna try and read. You know what, my goal is to read The Way of Kings, because I literally still have not finished this book. I've been reading it for almost a year now, since like I think November, December of last year. I want to finish this book soon, very soon. That's what I want to do. And so I'm gonna read this tomorrow, and I'll like make a time-lapse video of doing so, and then I'll maybe talk about the book, or I don't know what I would talk about. But yeah, because I need to read more. If I, you know, gotta like, if you want to be a writer, you gotta be a reader. So yeah, it's kind of weird. Like, you can tell what page, like the last page I'm on, like it's right here. It's kind of weird, but yeah, that is it for today. Day 628. Myself and Pooja. I hope you guys have a great day, and don't forget to follow your dreams. Bye.